the end of my last video, this is where I'm going to begin from. Inside Ohio, the O and the O are at each end. Inside this one and this one, okay, is 6, 7, and 8. The cube is inside 1 and 5, and the cube is inside 1 and 5. For me, it's a passage from this side over through to this side, and that in between that, the nose comes out like a tunnel. One end to the other end is the tunnel, and then the light. Okay, the light is 1 and 6. That is the light from one side to the other side. That is the light. 1 brings you 9, which is the flip side to 6, the 7th gate of 9. 1 down is 9 and 1, 10. 1 up is 6 and 1, 7. 101 is 6 and 8. Flip the 9, 8 and 6 upside down, it becomes 9 and 8. 9 and 8. Minus 2 and 1 is 7 and 7. Plus 2 and 1, which is the cube, equals 10 and 10. 2 and 1 plus 5 and 6 equals 7 and 7. So this is how we connect 6 and 8, 6 and 5, 2 and 1, 8 and 9. So the piano at the 7th gate starts again at A and B, which is 8 and 9 on the piano, but it's 8 and 9 key on the piano, but it's A and B. That's the first set. We have to understand it's a first set. Okay, not the second set. The second set brings you to the second level. In the piano, it's 7, 7, 7, and 2, 23. And 3, 24. So it's 2 and 1. 3 sets of 7 plus a 2 and a 1, equaling to the total of 24. On the other side of the piano, there's 28 keys. Bringing it back to the center is 29 keys. That would be the month of February. The 26th key would have 27, 28, 29. 27, 28, 28, 28, 28 is 84. That's where Pluto comes in with Mars living inside the doorway. It is the doorway. 8 by 4 creates the 3 and 2. 3 and 2 and 5 and 4 come together, equaling to 7 and 7. 5 and 6 come together, creating 10, 10. So these 4 will now link together. 7 and 8 links together in 101. Plus 1 minus 1 will be your 7 and 8. Which side? Connecting all 4. We connect all 4. You connect this one, and then this one and this one. You turn this. Ohio is 686. 686. 6 and 8 is 14. 6 and 8 is 14. 28 the moon, and spells Einstein. The other side of it is 6 and 5. 6 and 5 and 6 and 8. From 6 and 8 upside down, you create 9 and 8, where 2 and 1 brings you to 7th gate and brings you to the 10, 10 world, equaling to the light, because 10 equals to 16, because the 0 is either this side or to this side. It's not in here. This is the way in with the light. These are the two sides that give the light, or the light comes in here, and the light comes in here, and the light comes out here, living inside of 2 and 8. Time heaven. Remember, T and H doesn't begin until the 4th letter and ends at the 19th. 17, 18, 19 in French is actually saying 10 minus 3, 10 minus 2, 10 minus 1, because it says 10, 7, 10, 8, 10, 9. So 10 goes 3 to the left, and 10 goes 6 to the right, and the 6, or the 16, 5 to the right. The 16 and the 8 are the black and white ball and pool, day and night. White becomes 16 because you take the Q1 stick to hit the ball, 1 and 6. The ball is only running on one side. It's only running on one side and turning around every other side. 686, 656. 6 and 5 is 11. 6 and 8 is 14. 11 is the letter L. 14 is the letter N. L. EL is 17, the queen. N is 19, the spirit. 19 and 17 is 36. 17, 19. What plays in between? The 18, the angel spirit, 1 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 boxes of 4 equals 32. And 1 box of 4 equals 36. But it's 4, 4, 4, 12 that is in the center of 12 and 12. This is the center. This is split. This is split. 4, 8, 12, and 2, 4, 6 equals to 18 and 18, because we split the middle and we connect it together with this dot over here. 2, 4, 6 is what you think you see, and in between 7, and in between 8, and in between 9, and in between 10 equals to 11. 11, 11, 121. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But in the flags, when we have the flag, we actually don't show 11. In the flags, it's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5 in between. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 doesn't go, so it's 5 in between. You see the space in between here? Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces in between, and then the outside. So the space inside the flag, get rid of all those. Get rid of all the in-between space. All you have to do is get 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, and you have 30. You have 20 in-between spaces, and you have 30 on the outside in the American flag, creating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have a total of 9. It becomes 9, and the other way becomes 11. 6 stars in between 5 spaces, 5 stars in between 4 spaces. So in between, you create the word planet. Another thing is, if you say Ohio, it also says water of H&I, water of the highest. Water of the highest, Hydro-Quebec. Planet, planet wet. Hydro. Now Ohio is now telling me about hydro. EO. What is E and O? It is the electric that's in hydro, inside of our water. Something to do with inside of our water. I'm not sure what it is. I do not know what it is. So everything we might want to know about 6 and 8. 6 minus 9 equals 7. 6 minus 9 also equals 1. 1 and 9, artificial intelligence. 9 minus 6, take away 6 from 9, you're left with what? You're left with 3. 3 take away from the next. It's not 0. It's 101. You're starting at 10 and it's a countdown. When the ship is ready to sail into the sky, it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for this over here, 9 minus 6 equals 7. 8 plus 8 equals 16. 8 minus 1 equals 7. 8 and 1 is the angel resident. 1 and 9 is the spirit that connects the two sides, because this goes on to the other side. 1 and 3 and 9 and 7 create the 10-10 world. The light of DC create the 7-7 world, in which 6 and 4 create the 10 world, in which 8 and 2 create the 10 world, in which 1 and 5 and 9 and 5. 1 is the passage inside for 9, the continuous, the bottomless pit. Start thinking and never stop. If you stop thinking, it's the bottomless pit. You go to sleep. Where's it coming from? It never ends. You sleep and you dream. 9 and 5, 1 and 5, 10, 10. IS, like an ISIS, 6 and 2 will now equal 7 and 7. And if you got 6 and 2, the reverse of 6 is 8. 101 into the 7 world. 6 and 7 is 13. 8 and 5 is 13. 8 and 7 is 15. 6 and 5 is 11. KO. Number 26. Z. 8 and 5 equals to 13. It becomes the orange sun. AC energy. 05 is 65. 00 is 120 equals 133. 313 equaling to the DC power inside the orange sun. 7 and 5, 7 and 5, 8 and 6. Why? Because this one is 2, this one is 0, this one is 5, this one is 3. Electric company. This one is 42. This is the movement of electric company. Why? Because inside the 5 key and the 3 key is an ace key, and it passes through the ace key in both of them. 4 and 2 is also 5 and 3 with the ace in the hole. 8 and 4, 10, 10. 8 and 4 is the area of space. 5 and 1 and 26 is 77. What is in between? 2, 3, and 4. The birth is 9. Inside 8, 7, and 6, which is the cube, 21, 666. The 8, 7, and 6 card are 666. Why? Because they're all the same, except for the inside moons. What is this? We only have one side. You see one side of this. You only see one side. You don't see anything else. You see this side over here. That's all you see is one side. So I'm showing you, if I turn it around, now I'll have to take up both sides. But you're only seeing one side. We only get to see half, and the other side is half. But you only have half. And then they have the filler in between that connects them. This will create your Magen David star and the stop sign at the same time. We have a single small arm that's over here. Number 1 is in the middle in the 5 position, right over here in the middle. It turns around and around and around, stopping at every single number. Stopping at every single number. This turns around inside a square, making all angles the same time. But this, when this cuts out in this direction, this will be the same way the lights can come in towards it. I'm going to show you how it works. So when you turn this around 360, you're in different deposits of 36. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. 12 times 30 is 360. This arm goes into 12 areas. Of 30 is creation. But 0 equals 6, but we can't count it because we're on the timer right now. Equals 36. 36 is now 10. 10, 10, 10, 10. The opposite of this line is down here. 10. 1 and 9 is 10. 2 and 8 is 10. 4 and 6 is 10. 2 and 8 is 10. 4 and 6 is 10. 3 and 7 is 10. 1 and 9 is 10. This little short arm now connects all of them. So we now have 2 arms in the clock going around. If 2 arms go around in the clock, each one equals 360 degrees. So the second clock goes around 60 times 360 degrees. 60 times 360 degrees. 60 times 360 degrees equals to 21,600. 9 by 24. 54 times 4 is 216, or the year 2016. So this is just a little diagram I wanted to show you. And in darts, it moves around 20 numbers, 20 areas. 20 areas, 360 divided by 20 equals, an area value is 18. 18 months in the Mayan calendar. One time around is 18. So now that we have 18, we have to understand around this number is one number to the center of 18. The darts move around as 20. We have to understand the area space for the middle, the red and the green. So that equals to 18. There was another figure I wanted to calculate. 18, 21, 16, 21, 16, 21, 16 divided by 216 divided by 18 equals 12. 12 times 18, so 2 12-hour clocks equal to the 360. I'm still trying to understand. The 0 becomes 366 because the space that the gear takes up before anything counts is actually the green and is actually the red. The red is 27, the green is 49. 49 and 27 is 76. 76 times 76 is 5776 this Hebrew New Year. 18 times 12. The 12 times around the 360 degrees is the 60 times 60 times 24 equals 1,440 minutes in a day. The second clock goes around 60 times. 60 times 60 equals 3,600. So the second clock, for every time it goes around, it's got to do that 24 times. 24 times 60 equals 1,440. So the second clock goes once around for a minute. It does that 60 times 3,600. 3,600 divided by 18 equals to 200 divided by 12 equals to a fraction, 1.66. There was something that I missed inside this, but we understand how the clock works, the time works, how it goes around, and it's this side and it's this side. We don't actually need the clock for this side. This is the joining side. We've joined 2 sides. We should actually running on this little 4 block over here, but we're running on this. The timer is over here. So to put the timer in, the area space it uses has to go here, has to go here, has to go here, has to go here, and now we have separated all these 4 areas. Now time is what takes up the cross of 4 small areas. We now need 9, 5 extra areas just to run the clock. 1.25, is that what it is? 4 times 1.25 equals 5. 1.25, that's where it comes from. We need the 5 areas. Okay, we always need it. Here's we have the 5 areas, right? 4 times 1.25 equals to 5. 144 times 4 equals 5760 is the year 2000. 1.25 times, what is it? 144. 96 and 48. What is 96 and 48? Day and night. pH. 4 by 4, 4 plus 4, P and H. Where's the number? 6 days times 16 hours. 3 days by 16 hours, 144. Do that twice in a month. Is 288 times 1.25 for the clock equals 360 degrees. Then we're missing one thing. There's more than this. This is a 10-day period. In a 10-day period, there's 240 degrees. Add 24 on for the clock to pass over the center time. Add 24 onto the clock. So 144 becomes 168. 168 becomes a regular week. But now we have to connect Monday, the regular week, and then to the Wednesday. Wednesday's a hop day, 313. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, hop on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Hop on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, hop on Thursday. And it keeps going back and forth. Back and forth, 414. Where's the missing week? We're missing the day. This is the night. This is the day, excuse me. It's 16 hours a day. 1 and 6 equals to the light. The night is 8. 4 by 4, 4 plus 4, 2 times 4, 2 plus 4, 6 and 8. The night is 8. So now we have 6 days times 8 hours is 48. And 6 days by 4 hours is 48. Then 6 days of 3 days. We have 6 days of 8 hours is 48. 3 days of 8 hours is 24, equals to 72, and 144 equals to 216 plus the 24 of the clock. The 168 is irrelevant of 7 days, 168 hours, and God's asleep because the most ran up the clock. The clock keeps running. It's 240 hours. 148 4 hours and 148 4 hours in a 12-day period, in an 18-day period. Why 18 days? 18 days awake, 18 days asleep, 288 hours awake times 1.25 equals to a total of 360. 144 equals 360. 288 times 1.25. Now we have to do the same thing. Should we do the same thing for the night, or does the clock stop at night? It's your night. What does the clock do at night? If I had to multiply the night time, okay, I would have to take the 3 days and 6 days and 3 days and 6 days, 18 days, okay, at night times 8 hours is 64, the chess game, and 80 is 148. Is it 148? Let me see. 8 times 18, 144 times 1.25 equals 180 hours. I now get 360 hours of day and 180 hours a night. I get 540. What about the time of God? 24, the linkage, times 1.25 equals the 30 creation. So now I have to take the 24 hours times 1.25 equals to 30. 360 plus 30 plus 180 equals to the year 2000. 144 hours of sleep times 1.25 is 180. 288. This is, I'm finished. I have one more to finish on this. What you have to understand, this is the link, okay, of 1 day inside. I should add another 30 onto this, which would be 5790, but I do not. Why don't I? Because I take 9 days and I put it here. I take 1 day and I put it here. And I take another 9 days and I put it here. So I have 18 days surrounding 1, 10 and 9, and, excuse me, 1 day and 9 days, and 1 day and 9 days, A and I and A and I. I got the 57, and if we want to bring it into rotation, I put another 30 over here, and it becomes 5790, becomes 5796. This becomes 0 equals 15. It's a 15th later. I always call it 6 because it doesn't matter how you get it. It's 9 and 6 and 8 and 7. There is no other. How else can you make 15? Don't use 10. The minute you use 10 again, you have to add 6. We're adding another world. That's 15. Add 15, it equals 5775. Jesus, 77, or Christ, times 75 equals to 5775. 76 times 76, electric company, the moon, and everything else inside Aleph. This is 5775. This is the Mayan calendar of 25,920, which is 25,920 divided by 360. equals to 72 on the clock. 72 by 360, which is 18 by 20. 18 times 20, 72 times 20 times 18. 2018, which equals to the angel resident and the one spirit around 8. So everything has to begin inside of 18. And everything you add up to 18 equals to 171. 171, and then 19 and 20 will equal to 39, and 1 to 20 equals 210 equals 216, and we're back to the totality of space of the Mayan calendar from the beginning to the end. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I am 100% sure of how I added up my numbers. And the relevancy is to the numbers that I compared them to. And that's true too. So unless I did something wrong, show me I'm wrong and help me. Let's prove that it's right. Because when it's going to be wrong, reality says there's going to be a number that's going to make it right. Thank you for watching. 7286 Raphael. Thank you.